Hello, welcome back to the theater. You already know it is time. There's nothing you can do when it's time, it's just time. That little glare from that light, there's nothing you can do. So, this is the second video of why, this is a part two of why I hate being fat. This is the last video of that with those reasons because I don't want it to be whiny. You know what I'm saying? Making 3 or 4 videos, whatever. And we're coming here for change. That's what's going on. This is about change. It's not, I don't want to make this about too much conversation. And the video after, I'm going to make 2 other videos. One with the body shots. It's going to be body shots slash me letting you all know what I'll be eating and things like that. And you heard part of it in my part 1 video of top 10. So, which I talked about having a group not eating candy for 21 to 30 days or whatever the case might be. I might extend mine. Don't tell people that because, bad habits run hard. Bad habits just stick with you sometimes. And you need more time in therapy, okay, if you know what I'm talking about. Then we'll get into the workouts. So, anyway, let's drop the disclaimer. I'm not recommending this to anyone. This is my journey. This is mine alone. That's the thing about life's journeys. You got to do it. You have to go on that path yourself and see what works for you. Check with your doctor, whatever your race is, gender, background. It doesn't make a difference. Check with your doctor and, someone qualified. I'm not qualified. This is just me talking about my journey. And trust me, you don't want this journey because here you go. You want to run through life like this with the rockiness and going off the road and come back on. That's okay, all right? But this is what I have. So I'm only talking about my journey. I'm not recommending this to anyone. So let's get into it, so we can get it going, if you will. The last 2 I'm going to mention are the ones that I really don't like. That's like this is the reason I'm going to be changing my life right now. Because of these 2 reasons. And I'll mention those last. So, let's get into it. Let's start out. One of the reasons I hate being fat is I'm the biggest in the group. Anytime people come over, we do have people over, not right now, because there's COVID going on, okay? But at the time, there's people who will come over and stuff like that. We'll be watching movies, playing games, doing different things, catching up, you know what I'm saying? Relaxing. All that, because I'm a laid back type. I also like the hands-on adventure and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, this laid back session where friends of family and different things, different people will come over. I'm the biggest one there. Well, I got to be the biggest one. Unless somebody else be the big one, I don't want to be the biggest in the group. And I mean, almost any group I'm in, I'm the biggest person. Like, I invite some people over. My roommate would invite some people over. They'll invite their friends, and we're kind of, you know what I'm saying, relaxing and stuff like that. And I gotta be the biggest person in the group. I absolutely hate that. So that's annoying. That's not the number 1 and number 2 for me. So, but I think one person is larger than I am, and that's about it. But they don't come over like that. They haven't even been here. So. Anyway, second reason, I don't have a consistent weight. When, you can say, I can, people can see me exercise and stuff like that. You start losing a little bit of weight. People are high-fiving you, you know what I'm saying? And then you gain it back. And then you do it again, and then you gain it back. And it's just like, there's no consistent weight. I would say embarrassing, but it's not embarrassing to me. This is my life. If I gain weight back, that has nothing to do with you. This is my life. So this is something that I have to personally deal with. And so, but it's annoying that not having a consistent weight. So that's the second thing. You meet people, like I said, sometimes people come over, invite friends of friends, not right now, but because, COVID is happening. And there's no consistent weight. Even amongst my relatives, like they'll see me, close friends and close family and stuff. And even my roommate, you're like, 1 minute you're losing weight, they're like, hey, that's pretty cool, you're doing great. And then you can start crunching, munching again, and everything come back. It's like, why did I do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. So I can't take breaks. I gotta change my lifestyle. Breaks don't work for me. I go off. I go somewhere else. I end up resetting. So another reason I hate being fat is I'm dragging it from place to place. Like I just said, I moved recently, about 3 months ago or something like that, and I'm taking this everywhere I'm going. You know, not just for moving, but just, you know, if you go out, you're dragging that around with you and dealing with the complications from that, you know, of that and from that. And it's just annoying, you know, when you could just, it's just annoying. It's annoying dragging from place to place and having those same goals everywhere I'm going. And, you know, the list goes on. And it's just like, can I move somewhere in this and move on with my life? That's how I feel. That's what I want to say. So, another reason is working is harder. Oh my goodness. You know, I would, before I got to this weight, and like I said, I'm over 300 pounds, 309.8. So almost 310, but should have just said 310. That would have been smoother. But anyway, 309.8. And it's just like, when I go to work, it's way more difficult. It's way more difficult because of all these factors of being heavy. You know, I'm drained a lot faster. You know, I'm not moving at a good rate when I'm there. So I do my job. You know, but it's just, you know, we make our own time, but there's still, when you get started, if you get drained very easily, I just have to push through it. But it's harder, and coupled with all the other things that I mentioned, as far as, you know, the thighs rubbing together from the last video, and, you know, dragging this. It's like I have to push my body in order to do something, and it's a lot more difficult way more difficult than I'm used to. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not used to being this big. You know, my highest was 215. I'm 5'10", so I'm pretty up there. But this right here, this is throwing me off so bad. Oh man, this is throwing me off. Um, so I'm not used to being big, and I don't know how you get used to it, but this is a lot. When I'm at work, I can feel that difference in my energy and my speed. It's so down that it's crazy. So anyway, another reason, I don't look how I want. You know, you have an ideal picture of how you want. I'm realistic. You know, I try to be realistic as possible. And I'm not talking about my goal is to be a lot smaller, but man, can I get 50 pounds off? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll still be 50 pounds will still put me at over 200, maybe 260 or whatever that is. But that's got to be better than this. But I don't look the way I want to. You know, you can dress up, but you're not looking the way you want. You don't feel the way you want. Like, you'll see when I do the body shot, I have back rolls here. I'm getting the chin. You know, I'm starting to look like an alien, something out the deep ocean or something like that. It's looking real strange right now. So I don't look the way I want, and therefore I can't. It's harder to dress up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the way I want to look. So that bothers me. You know, am I at my best? Is the question. And that's no, I'm nowhere near that. So, anyway, one of the things that's also annoying is I have to more so start to think about, just looking at my notes, I have to start thinking about weight limits on items. You know, what's the weight? As you can see, for example, there's a couch in here. There's a dine-in theater, by the way. So there's a little table up front. And everything's black, so you probably can't really see it. But you see the little chairs in the back? You have the little chairs in the back, and this is a couch. It has the cup holders and things. And you know, when I bought this, there's a weight limit on it. I have to think about that, because I don't want to break this stuff. The chairs along the wall, the other chairs in here, I'm afraid of breaking those. You know, and then there's 2 fold-out chairs. They're bigger, gray ones. I feel more comfortable in those. But now because my weight has gone up, I'm afraid that I'll break those because they like creak when I sit on them, and I'm just like, ooh, please don't break. So I'm thinking about that, the weight limits on things now when I sit on them, and I never thought about that before because my weight was never this high. So that part is annoying to me. Now, also being able to fit when I sit down, that's another thing I hate about being fat. A couple of years ago, I went to New York, and you're buying one seat. I said, I might not be able to fit on this seat. I wasn't this size, but I wasn't like I wasn't really far from this size, but I definitely wasn't this size. I wasn't this big. This is my largest right now. So I'm like, I don't, I might not fit in this seat. And I went with a relative, and I'm thinking, let me get that other seat in case I spill over some. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. Even saying that on camera is just like, that's a lot. I don't want to buy two seats. Who wants to buy two seats? We're barely getting one seat. Oh my goodness. Let's not get two, because that could be some ice cream. I can get one there. That's all I ate when I was there. Is salad and ice cream. It was really weird. I didn't want to eat anything. I was going, but we went out a lot though. We were there out all day. We would go out in the morning, be out all day, and then go somewhere dancing or something like that. So it was fun. Now it was fun. It was different than what I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be more going on because there are a lot of artists out there, but maybe I don't know. And that's not the point. So, and it was really hot, and so we traveled out there, and I'm thinking, while I'm on the airplane, I might not fit on this seat. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? I think about fitting the seats on here, and wherever I'm going, I'm doing math now where I didn't do math before. I mean, I was still bigger. Don't get me wrong. I didn't have small hips and different things like that, so that wasn't going on. But I didn't have to think about it so much. I do think about sitting down, like sitting on the bus. You sit next to somebody. My hips have always been big, so I don't sit next to people if there's not like, if it's not like a two-seat situation. I know I can't fit. If I'm squeezing between two people, I know I can't do that because I'm not small enough for that. Anyway, moving right along. Now the question is, now I ask myself now, what is the solution? This is one thing I hate about being fat. Do you lose weight? Do you get bigger clothes? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to keep buying clothes. And I actually bought heavier clothes, got bigger, and couldn't fit that. So that's something. So bigger clothes is not the solution. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. I don't want to buy bigger clothes. That's more money with that. I already have clothes. So I already have clothes that I can't fit. I bought bigger clothes and can't fit those. So I'm like, that's annoying. So let me get to the last two. So we're on 9 and 10. Two things I really hate about being fat. Out of all the reasons, from the last video to this video, these are the top 2 reasons that I want to change my life right now. And I have to. There's no weight limit. And what I mean by that is how much, my highest used to be 215. I'm 309.8. Where's the line? There's no line, there's no limit on how much weight to gain. What stops you from doing 5 more pounds? What stops me from doing 5 more pounds? Or 10 or 20. I've already done 10 or 20, 30, 40 plus. So I hate that there's no weight limit. For me in the past, when I used to reach 215, right away I started getting my salad, get my water, hold on that candy, wait a minute. Since I passed 215, something triggered in my head, I don't know what it was, I gave up. I said, okay, I'll do that later. Because I know when I reach 215, I'm going to do it right. Okay, I'm going to do it later. And I stopped looking at my weight. Oh my God. That was the worst mistake I could make. I'm looking at the time. Okay, anyway. I should have a clock here. Or somebody should wave on the side of me so I don't have to look. So this is almost done anyway. We're not going to talk that long. And then my last reason out of my top 2 that I absolutely hate about being fat is I'm moving so slow. Oh, I'm moving so much more slowly than I was. let's give an example. I'm getting up doing housework. I can have the whole housework done, clothes folded, clean, da 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 da, and be done by 12. Now I'm taking all day, because you gotta keep taking breaks, and you gotta sit down, and then you wait a minute, and you watch a show because you don't want to get back up, and then oh my gosh, ugh, that's so annoying. That is the most annoying thing to me, and that's coupled with working. So now you're at work and you're moving like a snail. Oh my gosh, it's annoying. We gotta get started. Seriously, seriously. So that starting point will be Monday, which is tomorrow, and I'll also be doing my. I might not be. I might not exercise on Monday. I might just do like a couple of days of just um, eating healthy. You know what I'm saying, and let myself just kind of take that in, and then we'll start shooting more. Then I'll start posting workout videos. So, and when I say workout videos, I mean I'm gonna be trying different workouts, and I'll be posting a review for it. So we'll get to the. That's what I mean by posting the workout videos, not me making a workout video. Not yet. And it's something fun I have coming up. I'm gonna let you guys know about it. Not right now. I'll let you know about it in the video with the body shots. Something a little bit I would think is interesting since I'm already heavy. So I thought it'd be something interesting to do. I'll let you know about that in the next video. This is it. You can turn this off. We're done right now. Okay? But I'll see you guys next time with the body shots. Then we'll get into the workout. Time to make some changes, okay? All right.